Yo, what's up YouTube? It's the Nintenerd here. So, let's talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, I just can't believe it. This is everything that I've ever wanted in a Smash Bros. Game. Literally, every single character that has ever been in a Smash Bros. Game is playable. Ice Climbers, Snake, Wolf, Pokemon Trainer, Young Link, freaking Pichu, you name it. They're all here, assembled into one game. And we also have some amazing newcomers, such as the Inklings from Splatoon, who look very fun and creative, by the way. And then there's one more newcomer who, well, there's just no way, this is not Ridley, this is not Ridley, you got, stop messing with me, Sakurai. Oh my gosh! Look at him, Tula! He's obsessed with us! Oh my gosh! Oh my god, stop screaming and stop! Look at him, he's beautiful! Oh my god, he's sick! He's sick! Oh my gosh, he's amazing! Oh my gosh! That's right, Ridley is finally in Smash Bros. As a playable character. For all of those who don't know, I have wanted Ridley in Smash Bros. For years. I considered recording a live reaction to the E3 presentation, and I really wish that I did, because my reaction to seeing Ridley was priceless. I don't think that I've ever reacted so hard to anything in my entire life. I am still in awe. Ridley is in Smash Bros. Let me recollect here. Despite all the amazing things that we have seen, Sakurai did have a little disclaimer for us towards the end of the presentation. Cue the clip, please.
We've made including every single fighter ever our #1 goal, so I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers.
Sakurai has told us not to expect too many newcomers because of how big the game already is. Now, some think that Sakurai is trolling us. I totally think that this is a possibility. Sakurai is very well known for trolling fans time and time again. And just look at the way he looks down after he says that line. He looks like he's toying with us. However, Sakurai has a tendency to troll very quickly. What I mean by this is that he mostly dismisses his tricks very quickly and doesn't let the jokes or trolls roll out over days or months. He did it with Zero Suit Samus in the pre-Smash 4 days.
What happened to Zero Suit Samus, you say? Well, unfortunately, she's not going to participate in this iteration of Smash Bros. Nah, I'm only kidding.
Hilariously tricked us with a pseudo-Palutena trophy, and even in this very presentation, he proceeded to say that the presentation was over while immediately saying that he was kidding. The point being, if Sakurai was trolling, I believe that he would outright say it. It's still a possibility, but until I hear otherwise, I'm going to be taking Sakurai for his word here. I don't think we should expect too many newcomers. But if that's the case, how many should we expect? The current roster of characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate comes to 68, including Echo Fighters. That's already a very sizable roster. My prediction is that the core roster will consist of no more than 80 characters. That means that I think that a max number of newcomers that we could receive is 12. Keep in mind, I am not taking DLC into account here. I'm only talking about the core game. If I had to guess, I would expect 5 to 7 more fully fledged newcomers and 3 to 5 new Echo Fighters. I think that we should be expecting those numbers to be on the lower end rather than higher. But with that said, I will be choosing 7 full newcomers and 5 new Echo Fighters that I think have the greatest possibility in making it into Smash Bros. Ultimate. Here we go. First, let's start with the completely new, original, built from the ground up characters. My first choice is a Donkey Kong character. Not just any character. I think that the new DK rep will be either Dixie Kong or King K. Rool. Now, I do fully expect both characters to make it in. However, I only expect one to make it into the core game, while the other will be added via DLC. Which one do I think will make it into the core game? Well, that's a hard question to answer. Dixie Kong is undeniably more relevant than King K. Rool is. And with Tropical Freeze recently being ported to the Switch with a brand new Funky mode,
you can play as his grooviness in the all-new Funky mode.
And Knuckles. As I was saying, with Tropical Freeze being recently ported to the Switch, it makes sense for her to make it in the game this time. However, King K. Rool definitely has the bigger fan demand. Don't get me wrong, the demand for Dixie is there and is quite strong, but it's nowhere near the amount of support that King K. Rool has. I am also personally a huge supporter of King K. Rool, and have wanted him in Smash for years. I would put him right up there with Ridley for how much I wanted him in Smash Brothers. I have been long saying that Sakurai would be heavily pulling from the fighter battle results from a few years ago for newcomers. If you're going to include far less newcomers than usual, you need to pull from the characters that the fans want the most, and the ones that would generate the most hype. Ridley's inclusion proves this, and proves that Sakurai is listening to the fans. For these reasons, I'm going to make a bold prediction, and say that King K. Rool will be the DK newcomer that makes it into the core game. Maybe it's just my strong desire for him talking, but I think that now is the time. My second pick is a Xenoblade Chronicles character. I think that a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 character has to make it in. And who other than the main character of the game, Rex? I'm going to say it, I haven't played the Xenoblade Chronicles games, nor do they really interest me. But with the sequel selling over 1 million copies in just a month or less, the series has been proven to be a big IP for Nintendo. Sakurai has also stated his love for the game, and Sakurai does tend to pull from games that he loves. Some may say that the game is way too young and early for Sakurai to want to build a character from it, but Sakurai has worked with developers, namely the Pokemon Company, to get characters in Smash Bros. That wouldn't have yet been revealed at the time of development. It's going to happen. I fully expect it. Rex will join Smash Bros. As a second Xenoblade Chronicles representative. My third pick is going to be Springman from ARMS. Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't mind seeing any of the ARMS cast join the Smash Bros. Roster, especially my boy Helix, because I love that guy. But seeing as Springman is the face of the game, it just can't be anyone else. I think that Ribbon Girl will be a costume for him, or maybe even an Echo Fighter, but more on that later. It would be a great way to get a new IP in Smash Bros. If it doesn't happen in the core game, it will definitely happen through DLC. My fourth character choice is going to be a bold one. I think that we will see a brand new Zelda character. With each Zelda character in Ultimate representing a different era of the Zelda series, we aren't restricted to characters or character designs from just one game anymore. I think that the character will be none other than Impa, and her design will be based off of either Hyrule Warriors or Skyward Sword's version of the character. We have 3 versions of Link in the game. It's about time we got a fresh face to represent the Zelda series. And who better than Impa? Okay, Girahim would be better, but he's already an assist trophy, so we have to go with the next best thing. Rip in peace, Girahim. I still love you. For my fifth character, I have chosen yet another bold prediction. With all the support that the character has been gathering throughout the years, I think that Bandana D has a chance of making it into the game. This character may not seem like a big character, but his fanbase has grown significantly, and he is an important Kirby character now. Not to mention he is from a series that Sakurai helped create and holds near and dear to his heart. While to some it may not seem like a big deal, I don't see any reason why Sakurai wouldn't want to include him. He's iconic, highly requested, and from one of Sakurai's own series. I'm calling it now. Bandana D will be playable in Smash Bros. Ultimate. With my 6th and 7th picks, I have chosen some more obscure and crazy picks, because I just don't think it's likely that we'll see 7 newcomers in the game. But just in case we do, here are my predictions. My 6th choice is an off-the-wall character along the lines of Mr. Game & Watch, Rob, Duck Hunt, and Wii Fit Trainer. It could really be anyone. It could be an Excitebike racer, Chibi Robo, or even Isaac from Golden Sun. And perhaps my boldest prediction yet, I'm going to say that this character will be Mr. Falls-A-Lot from the Nintendo Labo sets. Seems completely bizarre, because it is. But Sakurai loves his obscure characters, and Nintendo obviously really wants to push Labo as a new way to play and be creative. It could really be anybody, but if I had to pick just one character, Mr. Falls-A-Lot would be my choice. My last character pick is going to be a third-party character, Again, I think that this character is the least likely out of my picks, at least for the core game. We have so many third-party characters, and I just can't see any more being added. But if I have to choose one third-party character, I think that it will be Simon Belmont. With Sakurai getting Snake back in the game, Nintendo and Konami are clearly on friendly terms. Simon Belmont is an iconic retro character who would play very differently from what we already have. It's unlikely, but if any third-party character makes it in, I can only see Simon being that character. Now time for Echo Fighter picks. I'm going to go through these pretty fast as they won't be as big of a deal, nor would they require as much thought as full newcomers would. My 5 characters that I think could appear as Echo Fighters are going to be these: Octoling, Shadow, Dark Samus, Monkey Kong, and Ribbon Girl. Octoling makes sense to get in another Splatoon character pretty easily. Shadow has been highly requested and, I can't believe I'm even saying this, seems like the most likely third-party character to me. Dark Samus could be another Metroid rep, and it wouldn't come across as cheap now that Ridley's in the game. Funky Kong played very similarly to DK and Tropical Freeze and would add yet another Donkey Kong character, and Ribbon Girl would be an easy way to get in a second ARMS character. To wrap things up, I will give my final, definitive newcomer predictions list. The completely brand new fighters are going to be King K. Rool, Rex, Springman, Impa, and Bandana D. The new Echo Fighters will be Octoling, Ribbon Girl, and Shadow. That's right, no new Mario or Pokemon character. I feel like we have so many as is, and I just don't see it happening for either series, especially now that Daisy's been added for the Mario series. There you have it. That is my final prediction. Again, this is only the core game. No DLC has been considered here. What do you think? Do you like my predictions? Do you think I am right or completely wrong? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to know what you all think. With that said, thanks for watching and be sure to subscribe to keep up with my content. I have some pretty big videos planned that you won't want to miss. Until next time, peace out.